Hey jerks! Welcome back to I have no idea what I'm doing, although today I sort of know what I'm doing. What are we going to do today? We're going to do a little bit of a tune-up on the car. So I've got plugs, I've got plug wires, I've got a light gun from the original Nintendo. We're going to open this hood. This new hood that I didn't show you. I didn't actually record me installing this new hood. Sorry. Anyway, so let's get started. Last time I was in here, I did the radiator overflow delete. Probably not the best idea I've ever had, but it was broken anyway. Not broken, but it had a leak in it, so it was kind of leaking the overflow liquid anyway. And I've just decided I'm not going to keep filling it and leave that. Here's the trash truck, which is going to make a shit ton of noise, so we'll just wrap that up. Alright, for those of you who are idiots, this is what a spark plug looks like. I'll replace the closest one first. Plug wire, plug. Get in there. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Because I need a 6-inch extension, and this is, I don't know, it's about the size of my penis. What is that, 2.5 inches? I think so. Anyway, I'll be back. Hey, what do you know? And I found a second one, so I made this Legos extra long thing. Let's do this. Now, as I'm told, this should not be super hard to get out of there. And they're not. So that's good. Okay. I'm an idiot. So, yeah. The best way to get the plugs out there is just to use the same plug wire to... Where did I put the plug wire? I'm so good at this already. Here it is. To just reach down in there and grab it. Like that. Alright, so let's inspect this plug wire. Oh, gross. Or the plug. So, look at that. That's gross. Yeah, so that's 100,000 miles probably on the original spark plugs. Okay, so good on me. We're gonna drop the new one in there. Now, I think you're supposed to kind of gap these, or at least check the gap. I'm not going to do that because reasons. So I'm just going to drop them in there and yeah, go from there. So I don't think there's there's no good way to kind of drop it in there. So I'm just gonna, there we go, drop it in. And we're gonna go ahead and, I feel like this is turning too many times. No, there we go, okay. And I'm not gonna crank it down because these are supposed to be torqued. These are supposed to be torqued to some spec that I both don't know, and well, actually I do know. It's like 17 pounds, but I don't have a torque wrench, so fuck it. I don't know. Yeah, so there we go. And I'm going to take my plug wires here, and you can't see what I'm doing, which is so awesome. Here's the plug wires. They're blue, you know, because they are. Alright, plug wire is simply going to go in, hold down, and this part goes on here. Come on. There. There, look at that fancy blue wire. Alright, so next one. Alright. Spark plug number 2. There we go. When I ordered these are not just recommended, but they're for all intents and purposes, they're the OEM replacements. They're literally the same plug. So Mazda always used NGKs to begin with, and these are exact direct replacements. So I hate doing this, but you just have to drop it in there. And you are also supposed to be using an anti-seize. Uh-oh, that didn't work. That's not threading properly. I can already feel the resistance. There we go. Alright, so you're supposed to use some anti-seize on the threaded side of these so that they don't get like stuck in there. I also didn't do that. I'm going to stick that right in here. And then stick this right in here. Good. Alright, next one. We pull this. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so I've run into a problem in that you can see there's a big difference here. This plug has come off, and the only way I'm going to be able to fix that is by going in there and kind of yanking that off. Now I'm in trouble because I don't know of a way to get that out of there. Damn it. I totally can't see what I'm doing. Man, everything is hard. One of the problems is I don't want to start making it fall apart in there. Alright, so I don't know if this is a brilliant idea or an absolutely stupid idea, but I've made a little J-hook on, what would you call this? This is a clothes hanger. And I'm going to try and kind of hook into the side of the rubber part of this. Nope. Oh, I almost had it. Almost. And it's coming apart inside, which is exactly what I did not want to happen. Shit. I don't even know if there's a right way to do this. There's just the way I'm doing it. And probably whoever's watching this is going, oh my god, this is the worst way to do this. And you're probably right. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, look at there. Okay, so that's a little piece of it. Oh my god, this sucks so bad. Oops. Oh great, am I pushing it back on? Yeah, okay, good. And obviously, nothing is easy. Because, you know, why would it be? I got you now, bitch. No, I don't. I almost had it that time. There we go. Alright. So don't fall back down. Don't fall back down. Crap, it's gonna fall back down. No, it's not. There, got it out. Fuck. Alright, so that is a thing that happened. Alright. Let's take this out. There we go. That's 3. Dropping number 3 in. Take that. Okay. Yeah, take that. And these new ones don't have that stupid rubber thing over it. So that's not going to be a problem. Alright, last one. Everything I've read said don't pull by the wire. So I'm not pulling by the wire, I'm pulling by the little plug. Good, this one came off correctly. Yay! Alright. Okay, this one is tighter than the rest, which is fine. And again, the reason why I'm doing this is because I have no idea when the last time it was done, or if ever. And being a 1.6, one of the smaller motor, I don't feel the acceleration that I'd like to feel. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't loosen it enough. I don't feel the acceleration I'd like to feel off like a stoplight or something like that. So I'm hoping that these wires and new plugs give me every tiny bit of horsepower at the low end that's possible from this engine. So every 30,000 miles, or whenever you feel like it, I guess. So the valve cover's holding up pretty well. I probably have a couple hundred miles on this since I replaced the gasket and painted this. I mean, obviously my hood has already fucked up the front edge of it, so I'll have to be doing that again now that I've got the regular hood on there again. Okay, nice and snug, not tight. Alright, and then the final wire goes in like this. Okay, the only thing left to do now is to start it up, make sure all these plugs are functional, and then we can do the timing. You're gonna watch to make sure nothing crazy happens. And there we go. It's purring like a kitten. Meow. I'm told that the motor is supposed to be warm when you do the timing, and I need to find the pulley that has the timing marks on it. Ah, found it. Okay. All right, so this is what we got here. We've got our diagnosis output right here, and we need to ground the 10 wire to ground. So to do that, you get yourself a paper clip. It's super high tech, and you're supposed to do this with the engine running. So let me make the engine run. So we've got engine running at a nice idle of about, whoops, that's not gonna happen. Nice idle at about 850. That's where it's supposed to be. Now we're gonna come back here and we're gonna ground this wire, and that's it. And it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The idle is supposed to go down a bit, and it's gone down a lot. This is the idle screw right here. So you just lift this little thing right there, and there's the idle screw. So let me get a screwdriver, and I'm gonna make the idle better. Okay, that sounds about right. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Did you see that? It's close enough. Okay. So now I gotta hook up this gun, and the way you do that is you have to hook it up to your battery, but because the battery's in the trunk, there's a very cool thing that Mazda included, and that is this connector right here. So this connector is an alternate 12 volt. So all we need to do is, you can't see this. Neener, neener. All we need to do is remove this little plug from it one day, like that. So this part clips on the wire over there. This needs to clip on something that's grounded. We're gonna call it, this bolt right here. Good. And then this, we're gonna clip right onto that little metal thing in there. I think we're gonna do that. Go. There, okay. We're supposed to take this and put it on plug number 1. I don't know if this is plug 1 or not. I'm gonna find out in a minute or two here. Obviously it is, because the gun is firing. I don't know if the video is gonna pick that up or if it's just gonna be a complete shit show mess. All right, so then I have to look down at the pulley at where the little notch is, and boy oh boy is it in the wrong place. That lifter tick is awesome. Okay, this is not easy to see, but if you see those notches right there, we're looking for that little tiny dot that's to the right hand side of it. Now in the center of that thing is the number 10. And I'm supposed to be within 1 notch of that, and I'm not. So that's what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to change it so that it's closer to that. Well, actually I'm going to try it with a crescent wrench, socket wrench. There, okay. Ow, that's hot. Ah. Looky there. I did it. I don't know where my timing is. It fell apart. Let me put it back. Oh, way too high. Okay, we're way up at like 16. I don't want to be at 16. I want to be around 12 to 14. That's right at 10. I think I was at like 6 before. Which, you know, no wonder. Alright, there we go. We're right at 12. So now I'm going to go ahead and lock that bolt back down so the timing doesn't change. There we go. I'm going to check timing one more time to make sure it's in the right place. Yep. All right. And then I think I can pull the jumper. Now that the idle is a little high, I'm gonna set it back to where it was. That seems pretty good. Put that cap back on there. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to turn the motor off first before I pull the jumper, but I'm gonna pull the jumper first and see what happens. Pull the gun out. I'm going to play duck hunt with that later. Back on where it belongs. Check idle. Idle's good. That lifter tick sucks. and everything else looks pretty good. Motor off. Okay, so that's it. I did the plugs, the wires, and the timing. Now, I wish I had some time to go out and drive it around. I have a little bit of time, so I'm going to take it out for a little bit of a test drive. Make sure everything is out of the bay. Beyonce. This came off. Good. All right, I'm gonna take it out for a little bit of a spin. See what it feels like this time. Post-show wrap-up, jerks. Oh, wow. So I found all the missing horsepower and torque that I thought that car didn't have. So plugs, wires, fixing the timing from what I think was maybe 4 to 6 degrees to 14 degrees. Wow. Oh, I'm chirping tires. I'm swinging the back end out. Yeah. So if you own a 1.6 Miata and you're not necessarily happy with the off-the-line performance, plugs, wires, check your timing. I'm pretty sure the timing did more than anything else, but whoo boy, am I happy now. I'm much happier to drive that car. I'm gonna go through a lot more gas, and those tires that would last 25,000 miles are probably only gonna last about 12. Yeah, it's a good time, it's a fun thing. Okay, so that's probably the best mod I've done so far to the car as far as enjoyment goes. And it's all about the power, it's all about the torque, and it's all about the feeling you get in your butt when you hit the gas and you go. So catch me next time. And what's coming up soon? This phone is ringing, so exhaust is coming up soon, and then the suspension is going to happen. So I got to take this. See you later.